Good afternoon, everybody. We're coming to you from Memory Lanes in South Minneapolis with the 12th annual Mike Light Jr. CBA MJBT Baker Doubles Tournament. We'll be showing you the championship match of the girls, where we have the qualifying leaders, Lisa Knorr and Allie Robillard, bowling against Pam Harms and Sarah Ullman. We'll be showing you the two-game Baker match. We'll be showing you the second match. Stand by. I'll be with you shortly. Here we are at Memory Lanes for the championship game of the girls in the 12th annual Mike Light Jr. CBA Baker Doubles. The first match, Pam Harms and Sarah Ullman shot 232 to Lisa Knorr and Allie Robillard's 194. It's a two-game total pin, so there's plus 38. The way we work this is the adult bowler, which is Lisa. They're going to start the match. They bowl the first, third, fifth, all the odd frames, and the youth bowler bowls even frames, including the 10th frame. And here's Lisa up on the left lane for the first shot.
She pulled it a little bit. Carried for her.
Pretty good strike, though. We started the day today. We had a total of 60 bowlers. We had 48 of the boys' team and 12 of the girls' teams. And with me is Holly Harris, who bowled herself. She bowled along with Deb Lanto, and I believe they had a fun time today, didn't you, Holly?
Yes, we did.
That was Pam Harms, who was bowling up in the right lane. And I believe just last week she bowled out at Decula. She had her first 300 game ever.
Sweet. Congratulations to Pam.
Holly, have you ever had 300?
No. I had 279 once.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think she got that one in the oil a little bit. And
yeah.
I believe she's just going to try to just get one pin down here, not to lose so much pin count, even though they are down by 38 pins after the first game. Whoa!
So close.
That wasn't bad.
It was a very good try.
Almost got it. I believe, Holly, isn't this Allie's first?
Yes, this is her first match play ever, I believe.
Yeah, I think she's only been bowling for...
this is her first year
okay.
doing MJBT.
The MJBT is the Midwest Junior Bowlers Tour.
Minnesota Juniors Bowler Tour, not Midwest.
Minnesota Junior Bowler Tour. And that was Sarah Ullman.
Out of Minneapolis.
In the right lane, out of Minneapolis, and just threw a pretty good shot right there. She looks pretty relaxed, pretty lined up. The team of Pam and Sarah are going to be tough to beat.
Yes, they are.
Lisa Knorr, who's one of, if not the best, women bowler in the state. What did you say, Holly? She just won the Queens tournament a couple weeks ago?
Yes, she did at Textonka back-to-back. She also won in 2007.
Wow.
So she'll go out to Detroit this summer, I believe, and bowl the National Queens.
That's a National Queens tournament. Okay. There's Pam on the right lane.
7-pin. Lisa covers
pretty good
her
spare by Lisa. MNBowling.com is videoing this championship match. It's brought to you by the On-Track Pro Shops. 4 locations serving you in the Twin City area. Brunswick Eden Prairie lanes, Midway Pro Bowl, Texatonka lanes, and Cedarville lanes. For all your bowling pro shop needs, see the On-Track Pro Shops. Pam had no trouble picking up that 7-pin that she had left.
Oh, she did not. Allie crosses over.
Looks like Allie tried to hit the ball a little bit harder. She left at 8-10. Must not have caught very much the first time, and definitely made sure she got all of it that time.
She did. Should be a pretty easy spare for her.
Yeah, what do they say? Nobody misses a 5-pin, right?
Right.
Well, the girls are bowling this match. The other end of the house, we're having the semifinal stepladder match of the boys. The top 4 teams of the boys got into the stepladder. Top 3 girls team's got the step ladder, and so they're finishing their match down at the other end, and they'll be over here shortly. Sarah didn't throw that ball very good on that right lane there.
No, she came in really high.
Fairly easy spare, but it could be chopped pretty easily too.
Yes, it can. Took them all, though.
No problem. Well, with a 38-pin lead after the first game, up 19 more here, it's very tough for Lisa and Allie to overcome this.
Yes, it will. They'll need to start striking.
Well, Lisa throws the ball like that. It'll be no problem. Oh, good shot by Pam. Good shot by Pam.
This coverage is brought to you by River City Extreme of Monticello. It's the newest bowling playground around, with mini golf, a 50-game arcade with a redemption center, a sports bar, and a restaurant, and 36 lanes with private bowling accommodations. There's an 8-lane in its own VIP room.
Good job, Holly. I believe you are from that area, Monticello. You probably bowled there already.
Yes, I have. We live about a block away from it, so it's pretty easy to get there.
That just opened up about a couple months ago, I believe, too.
Yep, it opened up November 30th, so we've been open for almost exactly a month.
Mark Parnell, the owner up there, he does a good job.
Along with the Lindenfelser family.
Oh, okay.
Mark Parnell, Butch Lindenfelser, Beth Lindenfelser, and Jared Lindenfelser. Sarah threw it fantastic.
Sarah's looking pretty tough that she wants to win this.
Yes, she does.
And with that double, it almost all but shut out the team of Lisa and Allie. 67 pins about in the 2-game total pin match is what Lisa and Allie are down. Must strike here to have any chance.
Yes. Lisa leave a 5-7.
That wasn't a must strike.
No, it was not. She moved from her first from the first game. She was playing outside more, and now she moved deeper.
I don't think she wants to throw that one again.
No.
That one pretty much did shut out the match. Now just a little formality.
Yes,
we just need to finish up. We'll have the scores here shortly, but also this telecast being brought to you from Mike's Pro Shop. Mike Schmidt, a longtime staple of Minnesota bowling. He is a Hall of Famer in the Minnesota State, the St. Paul City, and of course our CBA Hall of Fame.
Covered that spare.
Lisa, having no problem. You leave something, you got to pick it up.
Of course.
I don't think that's the first time she ever shot at that.
No.
Mike's Pro Shop also is located inside of Minnehaha Lanes, St. Paul, Minnesota. I'll see if Allie can get to the pocket. She left at 8-10 and then went high twice. Oh, she threw that one really well.
She did. Solid 10.
Mike Light Jr., who this tournament is named after, was a big promoter of this tournament about mid to late 90s. We started. This is our 12th anniversary, or 12th annual of this. Mike passed away, and I believe it was 2001. He's very instrumental in getting this thing going, so that's why we named it that. And I saw Mike's dad was here today, and I know Mike's sister Stacy used to bowl, but I don't know if she's bowling anymore.
I don't think she's bowling, but she lives in Chicago now and goes to school down there. She was also here along with Mike. And there Sarah goes. That's a ham bone.
I don't know that we want to call that a ham bone, Holly. We'll leave that for that guy in the PBA tour.
That's okay.
I think next to us in the booth here is Larissa Lanto, and I think she's the one who brought that ham bone up.
Yeah, she did.
Right.
Her and her mom.
Has Sarah won the MJBT tournaments before?
No, she has not. She's taken second.
This would be her first title.
Yes, it would.
Coming in a Baker doubles with all the added money we have from the bowlers and pro shops. We have a lot of door prizes and stuff we give away. We have extra money from the CBA, of course, paid for the lineage to Memory Lanes. And then in turn, Memory Lanes donated the money back to the MJBT prize fund.
Allie leaves herself a tough spare.
I think she's just trying to finish out the match. Not too excited about the finish. She wished she would have done better, but second place is always pretty good.
Yeah, her and Lisa both fantastic all day long.
Yes,
Sarah goes.
I believe they led the qualifying by, let's see, about 80 pins. So you always want to be number one seeded, but sometimes it's tough to win from that position.
Yes. Nice try at the spare, just missed it.
Good day of bowling. Good tournament. Anytime you're second, that's great. Sarah's finishing up. What a great feeling on the approach, knowing that it doesn't matter what you do, you've won the tournament.
Yes, that is a great feeling.
And she's going to strike.
She goes.
She threw the ball and be able to hit, but I didn't think it had any trouble hitting.
I don't think it did either.
They weren't going to let Lisa and Allie have any kind of chance in this match, were they?
No, they didn't. Just those 2 frames, otherwise they've thrown strikes.
As Sarah's finishing up here, we're going to get in the leaders of the boys.
There she goes.
They'll be coming over here to the Bowler Championship. What a game. What a match.
Yeah, 266 for Sarah
266.
and her partner.
That's pretty tough to beat. Sarah Ullman and Pam Harms winning the 12th annual with Lisa and Elby in second. Evidently, it's definitely a first match, and this is nothing to be ashamed about. There's little tears down there. That just means it means a lot. All the hard work you put into this game, a lot of practice, all the bowling. It's always great.
Yes, it is.
Upcoming, we're going to have the championship of the boys match of our CBA Baker Doubles Tournament. We have Darren Hansen and Jeff Adelsich against our tournament leaders, Carl Fitek and Colin Stevens. With a capacity crowd here at Memory Lanes, stick around and enjoy. It's going to be a fun time. All right, here we are in the championship match of our 2-game Baker Doubles. Carl Fitek's up on the left lane. The first match, we had Darren Hansen and Jeff Adelsich shooting 259 to Carl Fitek and Colin Stevens 234. So there's a lot of strikes in that match. Joining me in the booth is Dave Margette.
It's a pleasure to be here. Strike by Carl on the left lane. They're going to need a lot of those to make up the 25 pins they're down.
Yes, they are. But if anybody can do it, Carl can. He's got 15 or 14, I believe, CBA titles, and he's a member of our CBA Hall of Fame. So hopefully he can help his partner, Colin Stevens, too. I don't believe he's won an MJBT tournament yet, has he?
I actually do not believe he has. He's been bowling MJBTs for 8 years and has so far earned $5,555, good for 12th career.
That's all scholarship money, isn't it?
That is.
This is Colin's first shot on this left lane. Looked like he threw the ball pretty well.
And he did. Good for a double. Nice way to start off the game.
Keep throwing a ball like that, they can make up that 25 pins in a hurry. As I mentioned earlier, this is the 12th annual Mike Light Jr. CBA MJBT Baker Doubles. We had 60 total teams bowl today, 12 girls teams and 48 boys teams. And we're down to the final match of the boys.
Out of the 48 boys teams, Carl and Cullen qualified first, being plus 355 pins over for 12 games.
Oh, almost a lucky one.
Help.
They tied. They actually tied with Bob Hager and
Ethan Frank.
And they had to have a 1-game roll-off to determine the top seed for going into the stepladder. And Bob and Ethan lost to Darren and Colin in the semifinal match.
And now, this game is being brought to you by River Liquor Store. It's been owned by Bob and Diane Margette, family owned for 60 plus years. Margette's and River Liquor Store have been supporting local bowling for over 20 years, and they are located in northeast Minneapolis off the corner of Laurie and Marshall Streets. Stop in and see Bob for all of your party needs.
That's pretty good, Dave. I believe that's your mom and dad.
That is correct.
Good one. Of course, you don't work there yet, do you?
Occasionally in the summer.
How was that shot by Darren?
Beautiful ball by Darren over there. I watched him in the semifinals, and he did not miss much, if at all.
Darren's one of the bowlers who decides to throw the ball with a lot of revs, likes to hook and let pins flying all over the place.
Little help for Cullen there on the 5-pin. Pulled it in a bit, and it held.
The ball didn't quite hit as hard as Darren's, but they're both strikes. I think it was all right.
That is correct. They both look like X's up on the scoreboard there.
Jeff must have got that one in a little bit. He was lucky to break up the split. Like you mentioned, Dave, Darren and Jeff are up by 25 pins after the first game. It's 259 to 234. And they're up about 10 in this game right now. So 35-pin lead in the fourth frame of the match. Might be tough to overcome for Carl and Colin.
Looking pretty good right now, but Carl and Cullen have been throwing the ball great all day, and if anyone can make up a 25-pin lead, or 34, whatever it is now, they could definitely do it.
The CBA helps sponsor this tournament. We have brackets we call in our CBA tournaments, and proceeds from the brackets go to help out the lineage. We pay to Memory Lanes here, and in turn, Memory Lanes, Keith Heinrichs, the manager here at Memory Lanes, donated the prize money back to the prize fund, which goes to the bowlers and to their scholarship fund. So that was a nice thing. And the CBA, or the MJBT director, is Chris Gamick, who is here today, and unfortunately his father just passed away this last week, and he was here running the tournament. And I also was informed Sarah Ullman, who just won the tournament for the girls, her father just passed away on Tuesday. And it was nice to see them both out here still helping, promoting. And to see Darren up there on the lane trying to get the crowd going.
I actually heard an interesting quote from Darren during the semifinals. He said he's living a hard life right now of playing Guitar Hero and chasing titles.
It's good for Darren. He's got nothing else to do.
Beautiful shot by Colin.
Colin looks pretty lined up.
I think right now they all look pretty lined up.
Oh, good point. We'll see what Jeff does on this right lane. His last shot he went high and just left at 4-7. Lucky to break up the split and see if he makes an adjustment. Little adjustment for the dead 10. This is also being brought to you by Flaherty's Arden Bowl, where you have great food, great bowling, and a great time at Flaherty's. Stop in. Enjoy yourself at Flaherty's, located in Arden Hills. It should be an easy spare. We'll see. No problem.
Jeff and Darren are once again on 259 pace, and currently Carl and Cullen are on 279 pace.
Strike here by Carl is going to tighten up the match pretty good. I don't think he liked it. It came off his hand a little quick.
He definitely did not like that and came in light, leaving the 2-5 there.
They have a 9-pin lead in the fifth frame of this game. So it makes them only down by 16 pins for the 2-game total pins Baker match.
Darren up on the right lane now.
It looked like me it was coming a little bit high for a second.
Just a bit. Carried out that 8-pin nicely, though.
and kept the match, the total pin match, by 16 pins. They're in the lead. If Colin can strike here, I think he needs to make sure he put the pressure back on the other two.
Got to keep it close.
Oh, this sailed a little bit on him.
This match is also being brought to you by Maddie's Lanes in South St. Paul, owned by Matt and Chris Ross, formerly Wells Lanes. They're doing extensive remodeling with bar, full food service, and banquet facilities.
That was a pretty good spare. That was an easy spare to chop.
They definitely needed it too. Still down at this part of the mat, they're going to need a little bit of help.
If Jeff can strike here, get that lead back up to 26 pins, it'll be tough to overcome. Oh, he might be lucky just to leave that 7 only.
5-pin tried to come over and take out the 7-pin, but was stopped on the way. And Jeff Adelsich, so far, he's been bowling MJBTs for 2 years, and he has earned $565 total so far. I believe he's made 1 cut so far this year.
We had mentioned earlier, neither one of these have had a title, so just like the girls' match.
Nice cover by Jeff.
Looked like a pretty easy spare. I saw Darren back here with his hands up in there. He probably thought he was going to miss it. Of course, Darren doesn't ever miss 7 pins, so that'd be unusual.
Carl now with a big shot. Really needs a strike here.
The all-important 9th frame to set his partner up to have a chance to win. Didn't quite catch it again. 2-pin, no trip 2. Tom Havish is the king of trip 2s, by the way. Should be an easy spare for Carl. Darren'd like to just get up on the 10th frame, or the 9th frame, and set up with a strike here to set it up for his partner to close it out and not have to worry about what Carl and Colin do in the 10th. I believe Darren has 6 CBA titles. Not quite a member of the Hall of Fame yet, but he just needs to bowl a few more years, and he'll, I'm sure, garner enough points to do that. Oh, no.
Wow.
That's not what he wanted to do.
Ball looked like it set up really early. Jumped through the nose. Oh, the spot.
We might have to reset that if it's not on spot. That'd be the 4, 7, 8, 10. I think Darren needs to spare this. If he has to open, it's going to really open the door for Colin and Carl. What a spare.
Covers it. Beautiful cover by Darren Hansen there. Looks like the spot might have actually helped him on that.
I think that pin being off spot helped him a little bit. All we got here, a 10-pin match in the 8th frame. And with the 25 pins that Jeff and Darren had the lead, we're down to 15 pins behind here for Colin. Oh, no.
It was a much better shot by Colin on that lane, having come in light a couple times over there. Unfortunately, leaving the 10-pin. The spare here is essential to have any chance at still winning.
Yes, it is.
Covers it nicely.
Strike here would give him 223. And I believe Jeff just has to show up in the 10th frame with about 6 pins to be able to win his first MJBT tournament. Score 220 for Carl Fitek and Colin Stevens. And all he has to have is 195. 196 would be the actual winner. Keep the ball on the lane.
Stay behind the foul line.
That should be enough to win.
Colin and Carl had a great tournament today. Cannot argue that, qualifying first. But in the finals is where it counts, and Jeff and Darren definitely bowled fabulous.
Our two tournament leaders ended up second today. Along with the girls' match, we had Lisa and Allie in second, and Carl and Colin being second. Still a good turnout. Nothing wrong with that. 60 bowlers here, full house. It was a great time.
And I can definitely speak for all the bowlers saying it was a great time. We're very thankful for all the CBA bowlers coming out, donating their time to this. It's a great experience, a lot of fun, learn a lot.
Thanks, Dave. We do this. I know all the CBA bowlers love coming out here, helping out, giving back to the game of bowling, this is the one chance that they can do that. And they all volunteered their time to come down here and do it. It was great. You can hear capacity crowd here watching, and all the sponsors that we had, all the money, all going to scholarship. Great organization by both. I'd like to thank Chris Skamek for all the work he does also for making this thing work. All right, here we are for the presentation of our award for the girls first of the CBA MJBT Baker Doubles Tournament. Alongside, my name is Tom Corbett. Alongside of me is Chris Skamek, the tournament director for the MJBT. Chris, we've been doing this for 12 years now. How much money have we generated in scholarship money for the MJBT CBA Baker Doubles?
Over the years, I think we're at approximately over 40,000 at this point. Today alone, we awarded over 5,000 in scholarships to approximately 25 players. So it's been a great run over the years.
This is a fun time. I know the CBA bowlers like coming out here. They donate their time. I know the MJBT bowler loves coming out here bowling with them. So we're going to keep this thing going, aren't we?
Definitely. We're definitely waiting for the 13th annual event to be next January, I'm assuming.
Yes, it is.
And hopefully everyone will come back out again.
Okay, great. We're going to present to you the runner-up for the girls. First of all, you saw the match. Lisa Knorr and Allie Robillard were leading qualifiers after the 12 games of match play. We'd like to have them come out on the approach here and introduce them to you. It was a great tournament for them. Coming out first, we have Lisa Knorr. And we have Allie Robillard, and it was a great tournament. Great to have you. Nice tournament. Thanks for bowling. Our champions. We got a couple of plaques for them. These plaques are donated by Mike's Pro Shop. And I mentioned it, Sarah Ullman. This is her first MJBT tournament. Pam Harms winning the title for the first time, too. Would you come out here, please? Chris Skamek can hand you a couple of plaques. Winning the 12th annual tournament. Congratulations. Congratulations. Nice tournament. Way to go. Now we'd like to present to you the boys. You just saw the match here. It seems like our runner-up, our leaders were runner-up in both times. So we have Carl Fitek and Colin Stevens. Would you please come up out here on the approach? Carl, I know, has won quite a few CBA titles, and I believe Colin having a chance to win his first MJBT tournament. Nice tournament, guys. Thanks for bowling. We'll see you again. Thanks. Our champions. I believe this is Jeff's first MJBT title. Darren, I'm not sure if he ever won any MJBT titles. But winning the CBA MJBT, the 12th annual, we have a couple of plaques. These are donated from Mike's Pro Shop. Congratulations, Jeff. Congratulations, Darren. Great tournament. I would like to thank everybody here at Memory Lanes, mnbowling.com, for videotaping this, and all of our sponsors, and of course Memory Lanes and Keith Heinrichs, who donated the money back to the CBA prize fund, or to the MJBT prize fund. That was really nice. Everybody for staying. We had a great time. Thanks again.